As Prabhupada explains in Bhagavatam, devotional service can be in different modes. Right? And he says devotional service, for example, in the mode of passion, is a means to material existence. So even when it's done, I'm just performing devotional service, everyone should look at me. Look how wonderful I am. Look how good a preacher I am. Okay, Krishna sees that. Okay, you're going to suffer at some point. Right? You will get some reaction to snap you out of that situation. So we need to continually purify the quality of our service. And we're lucky, because in the association of devotees and in the association of the Shastras, we will come to a clearer and clearer understanding of our position. I was feeling a bit disturbed or annoyed recently. So I was in a situation where we were interacting with devotees, and something was coming up about, the desire for name, fame, respect, and it was disturbing me. And I was thinking, how can I deal with it? And I was becoming angry, and I started to think, I was thinking, actually, the behavior that I'm perceiving, the reason why I'm disturbed by it is because that same behavior is in my own heart. And I could understand that Krishna was just showing me like a mirror. Look, this is you. Right? You're disturbed by this behavior because you also have the same thing. Whatever degree, but it's you. Look. Right? Look at how you are. Right? And I was thinking, okay, thank you very much, Krishna. It's another sign about something that you need to work on. Keep fine-tuning it. Keep working on this stuff. So we shouldn't consider, there's no such thing as a problem for a devotee, and we'll end on this point. There are simply tremendous opportunities to continually work on ourselves and to uproot all of these anarthas, all of these things which are stopping us from having proper realization of the Lord and stopping us from actually being happy. We are the ones who stop ourselves from being happy by our lack of surrender. And if we want, we can change that situation at any time, in any place, in any circumstance. Okay, so we'll stop there and see if anyone has any questions or comments. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you for the very nice class. You mentioned in the class that for me, Gani, they are restless.
Yes, Prabhupada says that, he uses that term.
Yeah, but devotees are not. Pure devotee. But in Golok Vrindavan, I've seen this Mother Jashoda, so many other Nandamaras, they are always just busy after Krishna.
Yes.
So they are also restless.
Yes, that's true.
So how is it possible to be a little more?
Okay, sure. So the question that was asked is that I was reading from the Purple, from Bhagavatam, where Prabhupada says the yogis, the karmis, the gyanis, they're always restless. And a very nice point was made. How the devotees also, in the spiritual world, they always engage in service of the Lord, and therefore they are restless in terms of their anxiety. That's true. That is true. There are many pastimes like that, but it's a different quality, right? That quality of restlessness on the spiritual platform is of a completely transcendental nature. It has nothing to do with bodily consciousness, and it has nothing to do with any desires separate from the Lord. Their desires are completely in alignment with the Lord, and actually they are enacted under the Lord's internal potency. So they are pastimes which completely, even though there is restlessness, even that restlessness actually is simply a stimulus for devotional ecstasy. And it's a stimulus that brings the residents of Vrindavan, the residents of the spiritual world, closer and closer and closer to the Lord. So that is of a different nature. But the restlessness that we experience in the material world actually causes material suffering, lamentation, and bewilderment. So there, you could define it like this. There, the restlessness on the spiritual platform intensifies the love, the devotion, and the service to Krishna. The restlessness on the material platform causes the living entity to become more and more bewildered and to suffer more and more. Therefore, there is a difference in the quality. Is that okay? Okay, thank you for your question. Any other question or comment, please, Prabhu? Very much. Thank you.
Just you mentioned that performing devotional service in order of passion.
It means material existence. That's what you said about it, yes.
Yeah. So, like, oftentimes we see ourselves when we go to devotional service, it's very easy
Yes.
Like be proud or want something. Thing. So I was wondering, what is the best way to like, how can I deal with it? Because it's constantly, when we try, it's just keep coming in. It just doesn't stop. So what is the best way?
Oh, good question. Okay. So the question is, we hear about devotional service in order passion being a means to existence. And how can we overcome perform devotional service in the mode of passion? The basic principle in spiritual life is association. We are, first of all, we should have a fear of the material energy. And Prabhupada, he will say that often. He said, the trouble with my disciples is they're not scared of mine. Right? They're not scared of mine. Sometimes in devotional service and mode of passion, when the name, fame, distinction isn't given, we become angry, we become blasphemous, we offend people, we want people to worship us, we think that certain devotees are inferior to us, therefore they should bow down before us, they should offer us more respect, they should come to us for guidance. Yeah. Very, very dangerous. So first we should have a fear of what will happen. There's one devotee who's sharing a very nice point, very nice devotee. And he was saying how the spiritual master was speaking to him about how there are so many devotees who have achieved so many wonderful things, right? But something, but they may not stay, right? They may fall down, so many things. So it's not, I remember speaking to Pankajangri about this when I was in Mayapur last, and he made the point very clearly, it's actually consciousness. He said it's not about the magnitude, it's not about the external magnitude of the service. Someone may have, I'm discussing this with one devotee, I think it was January 10th. Someone may have actually amazing material aptitude. They may be very good at managing something, getting things done, but they don't understand that just because you can get things done, that doesn't mean you're a Mahabhagava, right? Because you can do it, doesn't work that way, right? You're getting things done. Look at Krishna. You want to see someone get things done? Look at Krishna. He's running the entire material universe, right? He's getting things done. That's not the qualification, right? Krishna doesn't say that one who's my pure devotee gets things done. It doesn't work that way. We're just dependent upon the mercy of Krishna. So there should be a fear of pride. Then, above and beyond that, another thing is association with devotees who are executing in goodness, or at least sincerely striving in that direction. And by performing devotional service in knowledge, that helps the devotional service to be rendered in goodness. That is another way that we can do that. Okay? So we should check ourselves also from time to time. Well, why am I doing my devotional service? And if you're really brave, okay, ask devotees for feedback. Okay? It's a technique that sometimes devotees would use. Get a notepad and pen. Ask the devotees, Prabhu, please give me feedback on how I'm doing and how I can improve. And whatever they say to you, whether it's good or bad, don't respond. Don't give any response to what they're saying. Just write it down and go away and think about it. Okay? Go away and think about it. And you'll be astounded how Krishna will use the devotees to tell us where we're at. Okay? I remember there's one Prabhupada disciple, one guru, very humble. And he was speaking to Satguru Das Goswami. And he asked him that. I was listening to some seminars about how to contact the super soul. And this point was made by this devotee who was doing the seminar. And he asked Satguru Das Goswami, he says, what do you think of me? What do you think of my devotional service? And Satguru Das Goswami said, you see, you're a wonderful devotee. He said, but sometimes when you approach me, I feel that you want something. I feel you're approaching me, but you have some other motive. When you approach me, you want something from me. And he said, and he was very humbled by it. So it's like that. We just have to have a fear, and we have to strive. What does it mean to perform devotional service in the motive? Because you deal with knowledge with the motive of becoming purified. And so you just have to remember, we have to remember, why am I doing this? I have to do this for the sake of purification. That's devotional service in the mode of goodness.